So we are into Football Manager console. This is the console version of Football Manager. I'm playing on the Xbox Game Pass version. I am playing on a PC, so full disclaimer, but I have got a controller to see whether we can use the controller interface. Now, in previous years, when you loaded this version, it did actually give you the PC skin. So we'll see what this looks like. I am going to try and load up the console version later. That is a weird thing to say, but it's something that looks slightly different to the version you'll see. But you can see, of course, up in the top corner, there's my Xbox Gamer Pass tag and whatever. And this is clearly the console version, not the PC version. I haven't made my PC yet. I should be able to load in a previous save, I would guess. Have I got FM24? Are these my... Okay, yeah, these are my Xbox saves from previous years that we did with Man City and Arsenal on the console to look at the game. We're going to go in and we're just going to have a look in accessibility. Colorblind mode. Tutanopia. Come on, give me something good. No, right, okay. It doesn't give me the options I want. So we're going to go in, see what else is there. Nothing else is there. We're going to create the manager. So we've got to build our manager. Now this is going to be very similar to the PC one, so I'm just going to go ahead and just change this guy. Give him a beard. I think this is what I did anyway. Just gave this guy a beard and took off the skin condition, and there we go. That's me. Right. Maggio. So the plan for this video is going to be a quick one. It's just to have a look. I can be born in 2000. That's fine. Just to have a look. It runs very quick there. Just to have a quick look at see where the differences are very briefly. I'm going to do a full differences video in the next day or two, but I just want to sort of have a quick look at this, see what it's like, see how it plays, see if we're still seeing a lot of the bugs. If any of you have been following the PC version, that has also had a lot of bugs the last few weeks. Right. So these things, let's have a quick look. I think this is the same. Okay, this is the same. So we're going to say lower league veteran. I'm not a lower league veteran. We're going to say the referee as well. How well am I known for being a referee? Let's say locally. I played Referee Simulator. All right, manager creation. Now, I think this is one of the, and if any of you are coming from this from looking at the PC version, this is going to be one of the big differences you see, I believe, in the next couple of screens. Why has it put me on average for everything? Is that, did I forget to do something? So we got our playing role. We've got our not. Okay, on PC that changes everything. There is the manager principles and stuff like that. And maybe because that's in the game. Yeah, that's it. That's all that changes. So it just puts them all at average. Okay, right. So that is slightly different. We're going to go into the career. We'll quick start. That's not a problem. We'll go in as Arsenal, just to show it off. Obviously, you've got all the same leagues as the men's. You'll be limited in the number of leagues you can load. Actually, I'll tell you what. Well, we can see it here, I believe. So I think you can add. You have the number of slots. So you have 10 slots. Each nation, each set of men's and women's leagues. So in order, I'd actually have to delete each set of men's or women's leagues. Take a slot. Okay, so a set of leagues takes a slot. So you can have more than 10 leagues. So I can go down to the National League North. That is only one slot. So I can actually have 10 countries and not 10 leagues. So we can, there's one of the new countries, which is Egypt, and there's a couple in Asia. So we got, I don't know, UAE and stuff. So that's going to take up a couple of extra slots. Yeah, that's only 4 slots. So I don't know if that's more than before. It might be. It's game speed fast. All right, let's give that a go. Let's load that in. Let's go to manager profile. So that's the manager we chose. We're appointed. It's going to load in the game. Now, this has been super quick when I've been seeing it on the other version. I'm just going to go check, because when I play the Xbox version normally, I eventually get it on PlayStation, but when I play the Xbox version normally, I play the cloud gaming version, but it doesn't look like the cloud gaming version has appeared yet, but I will be using that for my comparison video tomorrow. So if the UI looks a bit more like the PC one, I don't think it will though. We're already in, by the way, begin career. I think this will now look like, yes, it does. Okay, let's get that saved. So this is now what the console one looks like. Right, let's play with the controller just so it's a bit fair. So we got our tutorial. Can we end a tutorial? It says press the X button, but okay. So we've got all our messages. Welcome to Arsenal. So when do I do my philosophies? I thought that was the philosophies and the buy-in was part of the game. Oh, right. Let's not speak too soon. It's here. So if you've never seen the console version before, this is unique to the console version. This isn't in the PC version, although they have sort of added some of this in this year. So let's go teamwork. Let's go resilience. Yeah, you can see that actually they're very similar to the PC one. So they tested this on the console last year, but that is then going to, there were more last year, weren't there? So if I go into I'm going to go straight to it. So we're going to go across the squad. We use the back shoulder buttons to do that. We'll get rid of the tutorial. Yeah, we have less tiles on this. It does feel kind of nice doing the tiles, although I can't use the D-pad doesn't do it. It has to be the left stick. We can also turn it into a mouse by clicking it. If anyone doesn't know that, on a console, click in your left stick, your L3 button, or I don't know what it's called, left stick button on Xbox, and you'll get. I'm using a Stadia controller because the Stadia was going super cheap. It was a really cheap way of getting a controller, and then I got a Chrome thing. So. Yeah, and then they refunded it as well. Absolute bargain. Anyway, that's beside the points. So, beside the point. What we're looking for here, the different thing here is the squad dynamics, which I want to see. Yeah, look at this. So this is the buy-in. You don't get this on PC. I really think it should be on PC. But you need your players to buy in, and you got this squad mindset. Like, look at this. Look how cool this is. Balance bonuses. And you get this balance bonus as it goes. I really like this. I think, like, especially as Football Manager is such a morale manager game. So from what I've heard, some of the things are missing. Let's go have a look quickly at, okay, here's recruitment. Let's go. So let's go have a look quickly. See if the recruitment focuses looks like, because that's one of the things that's been shorter on the console version. That looks pretty similar. Create new focus. That looks pretty similar to what we have on the PC. I'll have to double check that in the other version. We can of course add all our new bookmarks up here. If you haven't seen this yet, you can add bookmarks. And there doesn't appear to be as many bookmarks on console. I don't know why there aren't as many. Also, how do I scroll this bar? Does this bar not scroll? Is it? Oh, it's only showing the ones I don't have on console. I mean, that would actually be useful on PC. It still doesn't seem to be as many, but we'll put those bookmarks there. If we have more here, yeah, there's definitely less things in here. I have to double check which ones are missing, but recruitment budget's having its own tab there. Okay, nice. Let's go check club. So we've got, okay, this is our club information. So we have got our facilities, our affiliated clubs, our finances. Okay, perfect. Let's go have a look. So match days. This is the new thing. If you haven't seen anything on FM26 yet, this is the new tactical thing, which is in and out of possession. So this is in possession. Oh, every tutorial. This is in possession. Sorry, this is both. This is in possession and this is out of possession. Oh, okay. That's an interesting screen. All right, that's a little bit different to on the PC. So it puts out of possession on the right and in possession on the left. I guess because it's a little more zoomed out, right? So, and then we can go to in possession. Okay, so the D-pad is like moving the top bar there, and then the control stick is moving down these sections. I mean, already, anyone who says this is built for console, I already want to switch back to my mouse and use my mouse to do this. Okay, so not that it's that bad. I mean, it's pretty well designed on console. So we've got our team. Let's say I want to drop Noni Madueke in. Oh, I've got to do it like this, have I? Okay. So can I, if I switch to, if I want to stick stacker in, can I drag and drop him? Okay, so I can. If I switch to the stick, the like artificial mouse, I can drag and drop. And then we got our instructions. Okay. Now this here is another one of the parts that's really interesting in this year's game. Is did my game freeze? I don't know if it froze then or if I didn't press the button. I pressed A on that, and then so if I hover over that screen, press A, it freezes. Okay, that's stuck. Well, let's try that with the mouse just to see what happens. Okay, with the mouse I can select the phase of play. When I press A on the... Okay, that's bugged, right? Hopefully they fix that, but... So you can see on the mouse, you should be able to do this and see where each of your team is during each phase of play if you don't click on a player. I don't know how that's supposed to be... I mean, can I... Out of possession, high press... Okay, so you can use that drop down. How do I get to that drop down? I can use this. How do I get back to that drop down? There we go. Like, just getting onto that drop down was kind of tricky. So I can choose which zone I want. Right flank. Okay, right. I would suggest doing that rather than pressing A right now because... Oh, hang on. Okay, we got it going. If I press B, press A. All right, well, it looks like we got it going. I don't know what was playing up with it at first. That might be user error. It might not. I don't think it was user error. But you'll see the instructions that are relative to that area, and you can adjust them. And it'll also show you like a related, you know, the instructions that are related here. And you get a nice little demonstration on the right hand side. So if you press A, why does that say to press A there? That doesn't do anything. That is... So it's highlighted that. I've pressed A and I'm semi-stuck, and that screen is bugged as well. So this is a problem. Bearing in mind this is the launch version. Bugged, buggy. I think they've dropped Foot Manager too early this year, if I'm honest. So this could do with a few more weeks of being cooked. I mean, it's nothing insurmountable right now. Hopefully there's no crashes or anything. Okay, right, let's go. Let's see. Let's get... I don't need the introduction. Right. Let's see if we can get to the match and try out the match. So I think some of the things missing, you'll notice I'm getting less emails maybe than on the PC version. This is the new processing screen, which should be pretty quick. The relationship and player dynamics, we can do that. So yeah, this is the mindset affinity stuff. So you've got relaxed hard workers, thinkers, etc. Which is kind of interesting. Each player has their, fits in one of those categories, and you sort of want a bit of a balance, but not too much of a balance. And the hierarchy is still here. Someone said, "Oh, that's the hierarchy screen." And when I put it on Twitter, I said it's not. The hierarchy is separate. This is its own thing that is only on console, right? So we're gonna skip the set pieces for now. Like I said, I'm going to do a guide and a comparison video for console. So if you want to see those things in more detail, they'll be out in the next couple of days. But the purpose of today is just to get a quick look at what the game is, if the game controls all right, how it feels with the controller, how we, okay, these are some international fixtures, how it looks in match day as well. And now I know one of the other things that is missing, and actually you'll notice on the squad screen here, we don't have under 21s here. So we have no, although if I press, that says senior squad. There's these little down arrows, right? Villa, senior squad. That was kind of awkward in that if I go back to the, okay, I press the up and down arrows when I'm hovering over that. And then, is that the Rotherham badge? Have they got like a gold badge at the minute? I thought that was like a fake badge for a second. So, yeah, we don't have under 21s, I don't think. We don't have youth. I mean, there must be youth somewhere, right? Like, do I have even a youth team? A youth center? So there's no youth center, youth setup down here. Okay. Youth development. Okay. Arsenal reserves. Okay. Youth performance. Reserves training. Let's have a look what we get. Oh, that continued the game. I didn't want to continue the game. Okay, let's see if we can go back. Okay, so where it says the Y button down in the bottom corner, it's underneath my head at the minute. That is going to move it forwards. Okay, you've set up. Well, sort of what I wanted to see, because I've noticed this a lot in the PC version, is that there is stuff that is in the game, and it doesn't look like it's in the game. So this is youth training. Okay, I can just click on these guys, but I can't actually see. Okay, wait, hang on. Fixture schedule. This is the youth team's fixture schedule, so it's there. Like, that's in the game. Their match happened. We can watch the match, I think. We can watch it. So the matches are happening. It's like very odd that things are hidden away when they are there, happening in the game. Maybe. Ooh, we might have got ahead of ourselves here. Is it going laggy a little bit? It might be going a little bit laggy. Oh, if the video lags out. Come on. I'm going to have to delete this bit from the video. Well, actually, no, I'm going to leave it in. We're going to leave this in. This is part of it. Xbox is notifying me of something. What's it notifying me of? Claim my points. That's not what I want to do right now. I just want to get into a match. Here we go. We're into the match. Okay. I think if you're on console, it shouldn't do that. I think that is a conflict between OBS and the PC. Also, that bug is a PC bug. It should have shown me the highlight of the goal, and it didn't. One thing I'm going to do, I'm just going to go into the preferences, and I'm going to notch the graphics. This is a personal problem with my PC. I think, well, it's the game not being optimized fully, but we'll skip it for now. Right, let's have a look at the recruitment. So we have recruitment focuses. We have our transfer activity, we have our objectives, we have our window, we have our budgets, shortlists, recommendations, the transfer room. If you've not seen the transfer room, by the way, this is like adverts that other teams have put out. One thing, by the way, if you're playing on console, Juventus is actually licensed. One thing you'll play if you're playing on console is you'll notice, so Bruneri Kashavit, like AC Milan and Inter Milan, not licensed. You can't get the licensing into the game. And let's go like the Spanish teams as well here. But there is more like, we have Premier League licensing this year. We have Ligue 1 licensing. We have Bundesliga licensing. So a lot of the top divisions are there. So Serie A is very complicated with its licensing. And we don't have any players to offer any of them, do we? We could offer Saka we're not offering Saka out. Of course, Saka meets their requirement. We could offer Zubimendi to Real Madrid. I don't know if you'd go there. We could offer Jurriën Timber to Barcelona. So we can do this, for example. We can go to the transfer room in. I've just noticed I've switched the mouse, like, naturally. I think because it was being a bit buggy. We can set our own, like, transfer room requirements. So let's say we're looking for a striker in possession and out of possession. I want them to be an AMC. Yeah, we can set the transfer. We want, like, let's say, kind of playing time, like an important player. We'll submit the requirements, and then teams will come back and suggest players to me. We'll see if we get any. I'm just gonna. I think we pretty much finished that one, so we're gonna skip that one. But the idea is that they should pretty quickly come back to me with some suggestions. Okay, let's see if we can get into one of the matches and see what it's like. In fact, what I'm gonna do is it's gonna go team selection. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and change up my staff, who are they in the recruitment screen? I think they are. Oh, where are staff? No, okay, so staff is one of the differences between the versions. Here we go, staff. So staff are different. We seem to have, yeah, you don't have as many coaches. So you have, I mean, you don't have all your coaches like you do in the PC version. But we are going to, delegate this screen is slightly different as well. We are going to delegate the friendlies to the backroom stuff. We're going to go straight in, see if we can see one of the Premier League matches to start the season. So we get past these friendly matches. We can just continue up. Of course, if you want to go into your messages, you have to go through them one by one now, which is a little bit of a pain. But yeah, that's how it works now. Okay, we've got some offers. Just accept that. Right, let's continue up. Now we can go back in and see if any of those recruitment offers came in. See if anyone has offered to us. I did set up quite a high requirement for we had one response. Okay, I want you to see, who do you reckon has offered Arsenal a striker that meets their requirements? I'm curious what player meets Arsenal's requirements for an important player. Was it important? I said it as an important player for Arsenal. What player could meet those requirements? Nkunku, or maybe Osman? I don't think that, I'm thinking of players who could be sold first season as well. I don't think either of those will be sold first season. Ooh, let's go find out. So we should be able to see the players it's offered. Okay, we go across the responses. Ademola Lookman. Okay, back to the Premier League. I don't know if I'd describe Lookman as a striker necessarily. I guess he can play there. Right, is there a quick way for me to look at Lookman? What button do I have to press to look at Lookman? Not that button. That button took me back. How do I shortlist player? No, I don't want to shortlist him. I sort of want to look at him. I don't think there's a button for me to go in and look at him. I think I either have to switch to the left stick, which is kind of annoying. And this is why I do this as a quick look, because you'll sort of see how I'm struggling at the same time as me. So the X button is going to bring up, I mean, look, there's a little X icon there that doesn't, why does it tell me the X icon when the X icon doesn't do anything? We've got A over here, so we can drop into this. So what's the point in like the X button there? And it might be because, again, I'm playing it on the PC one, but is there a button that gets me into him? So R1 and L1 actually do nothing right now when I'm on this screen. X doesn't get me onto him. Left and right doesn't get me onto him. Up and down doesn't get. Y is going to continue. X isn't doing anything. Circle's going to take me back, and A also does nothing. I figure that's bugged. I reckon if I do that and then click his name, it'll do it. And there we go. So this is Ademola Lookman. Actually, I'll tell you what, much better than I imagined. He would be a good signing. Let's go for it. Let's see what happens. So let's see if we can sign Ademola Lookman. So we can. There's no talking to the agent in this version of the game. So just straight up make an offer. What is our budget? Our budget is now on PC. They patched this so you could see your budget when you're on this screen. I think I'm being blind, but I don't think it shows me my budget. Oh, no, budget down here. No, wait, no, that's the cost. So it tells me the cost there, it tells me the cost over here, it tells me the cost here, but it doesn't tell me my budget anywhere. So I'd have to go to another screen for that. But we'll accept that. That'll do. Right. Let's see if we can buy him in. Right. So we're into contract negotiations. Let's have a quick look. Appoint as vice captain. I mean, you're not getting vice captain. I'm pretty sure Lookman was a problem player at was he at Fulham? Somewhere he was. That's a lot of money as well. Okay, let's drop that down slightly. Suggest. Okay, that'll do. Right. We've concluded the talks. I'm going to switch back to the controller. You can get your board actions from the bottom there. Let's get continued up and see if we can get into the first game of the season, which shouldn't be too far away. I don't think there's any training camps or anything like there is in the PC version. So unless they were decided before we came in, but I don't think there is. You can see you can get through the game pretty quickly on console though. Like when I was playing the game before on console last year, you can get through a season, in a couple of hours. Now look how much wasted space there is at the bottom of the screen, by the way. I'm playing on a regular 4K monitor, but someone's TV at home is going to be the same. When you need to be more zoomed in, what is all this space down the bottom wasted for? Like, why do these boxes end here? And they've taken 2 boxes out, but they haven't filled that space. It also sits wider. Weirdly enough, on the PC version, it doesn't sit this wide. We'll see what it's like in the match engine, but that is kind of irritating that it doesn't. See, look, now we're on the messages screen. We do get it. We don't have enough money. Okay, we'll delay it. I don't know how much. So how much do I have? I should probably check this, right? It does tell me somewhere. Probably here. It was on recruitment, wasn't it? There was a recruitment budget screen here. We only have 20 million. Probably because Arsenal already spent it all before we came in. So we'll just leave that. We'll get ahead towards. Now, our first game of the season is going to be, I don't think it's that. What team is that? That's a friendly. Valencia. Okay, and then after the Valencia game, we should have the first game of the season. I don't know which team that. So we've got a few friendlies. We got some injuries. That's not really how you want to start. 2 weeks for Gorkes. Gonzalo Ramos has been bought by Crystal Palace. That is wild, but also that's the kind of transfer that's like I can't believe it. Like, it's a great grab for Crystal Palace, but also you could see it happening in a weird way. I just got achieve. I don't know if you're hearing that music. I don't even know what I got achieve for. I got achieve for something. Did a player score a hat trick or something? Oh, it's giving me more noise. It's just making noises at me now, the Xbox. Let's see if this is loaded up while this is going. Let's see if this is loaded up on the cloud gaming version. I assume it's going to be the same. It is there now. So I'm just going to, okay, we'll have a quick look at the end of this video just to double check. I think it's going to be identical, to be honest, but we will proceed. What do I do? Delay this transfer for a week, right? No, cancel it. I don't think we're going to get him in. I think we're going to find that money. Right, so, oops, I've accidentally gone off the game here. It's probably going to close. Don't tell me it closed the game and opened it. Don't tell me it closed it and opened it. It did. It signed me in on the... Get off of that. Right, sign in here. It signed me out on Xbox on the... I hope it hasn't lost my save. Oh, that would be frustrating. Okay, play. I even told it not to load the game on the website, but just because I opened the website, it logged me out. The cloud gaming website, it logged me out on here. I have a bad feeling we're going to have lost our progress. If we have, what we'll do is we'll load into one of the saves from last year's game. I wonder how that deals with the licensing and stuff if we do that. Right, let's get ourselves back in. Right, that's a word of warning to everyone. Don't log in on Xbox on your PC while you're logged in on. I mean, that's not really a Football Manager issue. That's a Xbox issue, but interesting nonetheless that I faced that. Right, let's see. It should have done at least one save, I assume. It should have been saving after the friendlies. So let's hope. Right, this is our controller. Let's just have a look. Check these buttons to make sure I didn't miss something. Interesting that R1 is a no action button. You'd think they would use that R1 button for something. Like, why is that? Okay, we have got the save still. You'd think they would use that R1. Why not use it? Okay, let's go. So we just beat Leipzig. That's fine. We didn't lose any time, I don't think. Nichols set for commentary. I think we'd just done that. So we can delegate that. And then we can get into the next match. Champions League licensing is there, of course. No cup draws or anything like that, unfortunately, which is a big omission, especially when you've got the licensing for stuff like the Champions League, and now they don't even have the cup draws, no transfer deadline day. Well, I'm assuming transfer deadline day is not going to be there. Okay, right, so we have actually gone back a few days, but not too far. You know, why have that license and then not be able to use it? It does seem kind of weird. I mean, we're already at the next match. We should be able to get past that. And then when is the first match of the season? Is it like mid-August? I think it is, right? So we just played... Who did we just draw with? Just draw with Valencia. I think we've got Panathinaikos next. Not Panathinaikos, Thessaloniki. Pawak. I don't even know how to say that. Pawak. Right, let's go forwards. So yes, it looks like that. I mean... I guess this is a discussion we've been having on about the PC version. It does feel a lot less buggy than it was at first. Like, I mean, you know, we've not had a crash so far. That crash that we had wasn't really a crash. It was more like an Xbox quirk. All right, we can set our budgets. To be honest, that probably could have got me out of moment. I don't think we need Adamola Lookman. I just wanted to show the transfer dealings. Carabao Cup is already happening. Preliminary round in the Carabao Cup. Is that new? Maybe it's always existed. Right. Let's get ourselves to, got Man United as the opening game. So that's going to look nice. An old Man United Arsenal match. And then we'll very quickly after that have a look in the Game Pass version. This is the Game Pass version, in the cloud version, just to see if there's any differences. I think maybe what we can do is we should be able to see a match again. How close are we to this match? So that's the Thessaloniki match, right? 7 days until I mean, look how quickly we can get through, though. Like, if you're not really doing anything and you just want to play the matches, you just want to watch the games, you want to do your... Oh, right. So, this is something interesting. We can demote him into the reserves or we can talk him in. I'm going to try and talk him in. And him and his supporters gain buy-in. So these are the players that are like, you know, fans, you know, who are friendly with... I don't know what... I keep skipping Calafiori and Mosquera. But these are the players with the buy-in. That's kind of interesting. And like, you get these little dilemmas that come up throughout the season. I want that in the PC version. I keep saying, like, put more of that in the PC version. Just be kind of interesting. I have a happy player in my team. We just got to cheat for that. If you want to know that noise. What was the noise before? I don't know what the noise before was. Oh, maybe because I clicked on that website. Maybe it wasn't an achievement. It was an odd sound. Right. Let's see if we can get to this Man United match. We're getting pretty close now. So training and stuff. Well, training's been cut back on PC. Let's have a quick look at training, which should be under squad, right? So what can we do in training? Okay, so the training schedule is like simplified compared to PC. You just sort of set. How easy is this to do? Not easy if you press the wrong button and it continues up. Okay, let's try this again. So Liverpool won their opening game. We're about to play ours. Okay, let's go into training. So this comes out as a card. Training schedule. And if I want to edit it. So everything's saying press the X button to edit, but I wonder if because I've got it delegated, I can't do it. It might be because I've got it delegated. But that button should change that. So that's either bugged or I've done something there. Might be user error, might be bugged. I would say that it's at least partially bugged because it shouldn't lock me out from it. Right, let's get this Man United game underway. Have a quick look, and then while that's loading up, I'm going to see if I can load up the PC, the cloud version, just to double check it. It all looks the same. I'm pretty sure it will this year. So in previous years, what you do is if you loaded in this Xbox version on your PC, what you would get, that's Premier League graphics. What you would get would be my mouse is now frozen. Okay, we are into a game. This is team selection. Okay, we'll just go quick pick it. What you would get is okay, so there we go. Is the PC skin on the Xbox version, but obviously now they have roughly the same skin. Well, actually, you can see this is the console version of the skin on that version. So we have got game sounds in. Hopefully they're not too loud. I don't think they're coming through in the audio. Go to the dugout. Right, okay. Are we in? Oh, we might be in. Right, that glitched out big time. I got a spinny wheel and everything. This doesn't look good either. I've dropped this. This is lower. I've got this on lower settings now than I have. We got spinny wheel. We've got spinny wheel. This is not a good sign. Right, okay. Let's see. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to drop out. We're going to drop onto the cloud version. So we're just going to quit this because I think it's died. It has died. It has died. We're going to drop onto the cloud version and play that. So let's kill Football Manager here and get it loaded up on the cloud. That is frustrating. Microsoft Windows crash. Great. This application is not responding. End process. Yes, please do. Wow. I think what I said a minute ago, we hadn't had any crashes. That was foreboding. That was foreshadowing. Unintentional foreshadowing. I'm just trying to record this all in one take, which doesn't really help when it glitches out like that, you know, because then I've got to go in and potentially edit it or whatever. But I am going to chuck this out as one take because I want you guys to see like what this is like. I don't even know if I can get out of the game now. It's frozen me up again. Okay, I think I am in on the cloud version. Ooh. This is not a promising start. Let's see. Okay. I've got a black screen, which I can see if I can show it. I don't know if it's showing just off the top of the screen. Oh, there we go. Syncing data. Right, let's go in. Fingers crossed. Get me back into the game, please. Let's see. Let's see. Maybe we won't see a match today. This could be a duff. This could be a fail. I mean, maybe this is my own fault for playing it on PC or whatever. The game did bug out. Come on. Can we do this? Let's go. Sync that data. Or even if you can't sync it, just let me play it. Just let me go in. 77%. I mean, I'm just going to leave this in the video because you got to see this. Like, if you're going to play one of these ways, look. Oh, okay, we got the screen. Wow, I've got to. So it's synced the data and it's forgotten this stuff. So maybe it hasn't synced anything, to be honest. Right, no to marketing for now. Thank you. Okay, well, we have a manager there, right? So we have, but it says start new career. Fantastic. Okay, great. So load previous saves. Great. Load times may be slightly longer. Right, have we got a save game? Okay, we have a Man City save. We're going to load into that just because we want to get to game 2. I don't want to go through everything again. We just want to see a Premier League match, which, fingers crossed, will be there. Obviously, Man City is licensed. Okay, save that. Saving will only take a few minutes. Okay, fine. Right, now, I'm just going to go check the Premier League, make sure it's licensed. Looks like I'm still on the induction here. Okay, we have Man United next anyway. So we got Man United instead. Is this a new? So it looks like, okay, even though we're in October, it does want me to do like the induction again. Oh, we got to set up the tactics. Did we? I don't think we set up the tactics last time. Did we set up a tactic? For some reason, it didn't ask me. I'm pretty sure it didn't ask me. Now I think about it, unless I skipped it. Someone will be able to rewind the video and tell me if I just skipped it for some reason. But it should have asked me. I don't remember doing this at all. I mean, maybe that's why the game crashed. Okay, great. Tactics. Okay, we don't need. I've already done these tutorials. Thank you. Right, let's continue up. Let's get ourselves to a Man United game in 2 hours. Let's have a quick look at that, and then we can wrap this video up for today. But like I said, I'm gonna be looking at the console version in more detail because I'm curious, especially like the recruitment stuff is not recruitment, dynamic stuff is really interesting. Okay, let's see a match. Now, there were a lot of bugs in some of the earlier builds that came out of the console version, well, obviously of the PC version. But we saw like no fans or very few fans. All the players were like the wrong color, all kinds of weird stuff. Okay. Right, let's see. Teams warming up. This isn't crashing my PC because this is working just through Chrome on the crowd server. Hopefully. Right, we're in. Go to the dugout. Okay. No Premier League entrance. Oh, that was ugly. I don't know if this is because I've loaded into an old save or... I mean, that's Premier League licensing though. The faces were missing, but again, I don't know if that's... Oh, it's okay, so there's the Premier League entrance bit. What? Wait, the players were out. Oh, they're out for the warm-up. I don't know what that weird visual glitch is. Okay, so now they're coming out. That a lot of people have said how that gives them motion sickness. That visual glitch is horrible. I hope that is just the cloud version. Okay, there is lots of fans. That looks nice. This bit looks decent. Out come the players. There's players on the bench. Did the players on the bench come out beforehand? I don't think they do they? Right. So we've got our instructions over here. We've got our like tactics and stuff. Obviously ignore the little Xbox button now because I'm in the cloud version. So we can also do them. Okay, I mean, that's kind of nice to just jump straight into the instructions there. Except I'm pressing back and I can't get out of it. Let me out of it. Right, here comes a highlight. So you should start to see lots of new animations and stuff in the game as well. They've added quite a lot in terms of animations, in terms of things that happen in the game. So keep your eye out for them. Let's see. All over the top. Ooh. So like there's a bit of weight and momentum in some of the headers. Obviously we have the new in and out possession tactics. So there's like both the visual side and the match engine side have been improved. You know, I can tell a player to run up top when out of possession, and then when we're in possession to, what's the other way around even? When we're in possession, tend to run up top and then get him back in defence when we're defending. Let's see if we can see any of that momentum. Erling Haaland. Is Erling Haaland bold? Or is he just very, very blonde? I mean, he is very, very blonde, but I think he is just very, very blonde. Well, their goalkeeper, I mean, I think they've got Anana. That explains it. Their goalkeeper did nothing there. We are working with last year's Man United team. Actually, interesting how few of these Man United players are still here. We might even be working on a 2-year-old one. What we got? We got Haaland. De Bruyne's gone. Ake, I think, went. Didn't he? Walker went. This must be 2 years old, this, because Walker went 2 years ago. So I probably loaded this in from FM23 looking at it now. But that does kind of make it interesting. I know Wan-Bissaka went from Man United. I think he went last year, right? Maybe some of these went in January. But yeah, here we go. Haaland. Oh, they're not stopping him. Kevin De Bruyne. Oof. It does feel slightly slow motion. I wonder what speed we've got it on. Okay, we've got it on speed 1. I'm going to move this. It's one of my options. Speed 1. I can't move the dot. But why wouldn't it let me move the dot? Nope. Go back. Okay, here we go. No? I don't want to go very defensive. Okay, got to use the right stick. 1, 1, 2, 5. Okay, and then match speed between highlights as well. So we should also get the 2D. Let's have a look at the 2D when we're between highlights. Let's see what we get. I mean, we're not going to get it between highlights now, are we? It would be typical. There should be the new dynamic highlights, which means it's going to show... I think that was there, wasn't it? Dynamic highlights. Yes, the dynamic mode shows more highlights when it's like a close game or important stuff is happening near the end of the game. Or if you're like 3-0 up and, you know, you're just... easy chances, it's just not going to show unless you score. So it's going to reflect, like, in a more important game with more going on, it's gonna show more highlights and vice versa. You know, a not important game with, you know, where you're just sort of dominating or losing, it will just stop showing so many highlights. Umar Sadiq is up front for Man United there. Okay. I like that they're called UFTC as well. Why are they called UFTC at the top? I'm going to assume that's like a bug from me, like copying the teams over. But kind of interesting still. Umar Sadiq, they did almost score there. Have we haven't had a non-highlight yet. Like we're on key dynamic highlights. I assume we didn't because we haven't seen 25 minutes worth, but we haven't seen a pause since. Have I done something to kick it like into full match mode? I mean, they did nearly score. I wouldn't say that any of these didn't deserve to be highlights, but we'll see. Maybe it won't. Okay, there we go. So there's the 2D engine. This looks very similar to on PC right now, actually. This is almost identical to what we have on PC. In terms of what you can see, you can use your right stick to switch through things. I mean, they've got the Mohawk problem. Every player has a Mohawk, which was fixed on PC this week, thankfully. Look, Kevin De Bruyne has also got a Mohawk. Bernardo Silva also has a Mohawk. Bold players don't exist in the game. So yeah, triple whistle. The whistle is, the set. Oh my God, how many whistles does he want to blow? All right, so that's Football Manager 2026 on console. I'm going to be bringing you more on this, but I think that's enough for today. If you just wanted a quick look to see what it looks like, see what it plays like, hopefully that gives you a good idea. Let me know if you're getting the game on console and what you think of it on console. And yeah, see you guys next time. Ciao, ciao.